Well, you guys, I loved that question you had, Sarah.
Yeah, what's your favorite game day food? Because mine is. Oh, sorry.
What is your favorite game day food, as Sarah asked? Let's go around, and if you want to share, raise your hand.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Angel, I saw your hand shoot up. What's your favorite game time food?
Chicken wings.
Yeah, girl.
Me
Yeah.
too. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Nice. Does anyone else have a
Awesome.
different favorite game day food? Parker, let's
I
hear
like
it.
salt and vinegar chips.
You like
My
what?
favorite has to be salt and vinegar chips.
Oh yes.
Oh.
I'm eating it right now. So.
You're eating some right now. You are really getting into the March Madness spirit, Parker.
Who else has one?
Do.
Catherine, did you have one?
Yeah, chips and salsa are good,
buffalo
too.
chicken dip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my lord.
You can use a salt and vinegar chip to dip it in. So good.
That sounds really good. So, for those of you who just joined, we're kicking off today's Chillin' Chats meeting all about March Madness and basketball with the question of what is your favorite game day food? Josh, did I see you raising your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, I don't usually eat game day food often, but one thing that everyone eats has to be potato chips.
Potato chips, absolutely.
Do you have a favorite flavor, Josh?
I'm kind of in between regular wavy chips and barbecue.
Okay, all right.
Two solid choices.
Interesting.
Oh, Elaine, do you have a favorite game day food?
Well, I'll tell you, yes. But I mean, I have a list about a mile long because game day food is my game because it's all about the appetizers, the dips. So any kind of dip.
Any kind of entree too?
I'm on board with chicken wings for sure. Potato skins, cheese sticks.
Potato skins. Those are tasty.
Nachos. You name
It's
it.
messy, but they are worth it.
You are making me hungry, Elaine.
I mean,
What?
so next time it's
make
game
it
day,
real.
pop on over to my house. We'll have a big old spread.
Awesome.
Ugh.
Nice. Those are all great ideas.
Guys.
Does anyone else want to share?
Do.
See.
What?
Oh, I forgot about just pizza.
Well,
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
think that's
that
my
was going to
favorite.
be mine.
Pizza.
Shout out on pizza.
Right
Oh yeah,
there.
that's a good game day food.
Michelle, what would be your go-to?
Oh,
Come
extra
on, Michelle.
cheese and black olives, green peppers, mushrooms, pepperoni, basically the works.
Oh my lord.
Awesome, Michelle.
Oh man.
The cheese is like this long.
Oh
Go
lord.
along with that deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad likes olives too.
Yeah, Rachel, you like olives too.
My dad.
Oh, your
Yeah,
dad
it's my dad.
does. Well, your dad and I are on the same page. I always keep a can of olives at my house.
Oh
I
yeah.
like olives. I'm not a big fan of olives.
Guess you're all living it up
In
or
his
something.
meal.
Hey, real quick, Anna, I'm not sure if you want your camera on or not, but if so, if you can find the little camera button, probably down, it's either at the bottom of your screen or at the very top, you can click on that button.
Okay.
Daniel, do you have a favorite food?
Probably popcorn.
Oh,
There you go.
That's a good one.
Popcorn.
butter or no butter?
Butter.
Oh,
Butter.
Gotta have some butter.
Come on.
oh, come on.
Oh, come on now.
This really is not fair that we're talking about all this food around lunchtime.
Oh, whoops.
That
That was a whoops.
Sam, I see your hand is raised. Is there something you want to share with the group?
Mine is the Velveeta cheese dip.
Whoa.
No, good dip. Lots of dips.
That's
gotta be
Sam,
rich,
I'll tell
Dave.
you,
I'm gonna have my spoon.
my aunt makes it and she puts like either sausage or hamburger meat, you know.
I put
Good.
That's the sound of Wi-Fi messing up your internet connection with the internet.
I think, Jimmy, it's probably on your end if it shows it's messing up. It may be that people have some unstable internet today with all the storms happening. So
I have it on my end.
Absolutely. And just a note, you guys, before we dive right into our meeting today, that if you see that we're muting people as we go, it's because we're trying to target some background noise so that we can hear one another. So don't be offended if we mute you, even if it's like an accidental muting and you're not saying anything. If you have something to add, you can just find the button on the bottom that shows the little microphone and click that to unmute yourself. So Sarah, thank you for that great question. I love that to start us off with.
There's one thing that my tutor does is Velveeta and Rotel.
yes.
Yeah.
I think we'd have some happy eaters in this group for that menu item.
Awesome.
Oh,
Sarah,
Elaine.
Michelle,
Yes, Rachel.
Gina, my mom's birthday is coming up soon.
Your birthday's coming up soon.
Speaking about
Wow.
birthdays, get
Your
Oh,
mom's
wow.
birthday.
on a Saturday. Mine. Woohoo.
Woo!
Happy birthday,
My mom's
Parker.
birthday is coming up.
Well, Rachel, happy birthday to your mom. Parker, happy birthday to you.
It's almost here. It's gonna be an April sword. It's gonna be on a Saturday.
That's awesome,
Well, I hope
Parker.
you ladies all have some fun birthday celebrations in store.
I'm gonna celebrate on Friday with my friends. Also, I'm excited.
Now, down to business for our Chillin' Chats meeting on this Thursday, March 25th, 2021. Elaine, why are we here today? What are we going to talk about?
I mean, what else besides March Madness?
Woo! I have a feeling it's gonna be crazy.
That's right, Sarah. It is. March Madness is all about crazy upsets on the basketball court.
Yes, it sure is. So I have a question, Elaine.
Yes.
I mean, what even is March Madness?
I know what it is.
Maybe we can get some ideas from the crowd.
Okay.
All right.
Parker, did I hear you say something? You know a little
Only
bit
a
about
tiny
this?
bit, only a little bit, but my family and I made our own bracket of different people and states and stuff. So we just made our own. So I'm tagging with my cousin. So we're picking North Carolina to win for a bracket for March Madness.
Nice. That's a very important part of it, Parker, the bracket.
Yeah.
Is that
I made it
North
with my cousin.
Carolina right there, on Matthew's shirt?
Yeah, that's my
team I'm
team.
rooting for.
Unfortunately, they didn't last very long, but
Yeah, that's what my cousin said.
still got to root for them no matter what.
Yeah,
That's right. You got to represent.
my mom loves that team too.
What?
So thank you, Parker.
Welcome.
Does anyone else have other thoughts about what March Madness is? Anything they want to share? Kelly? It's all about basketball. That's right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Getting your body moving.
Nice.
Very nice. So you guys, we have a little video that'll explain more about March Madness, what it's really about. You know, it's going on right now in real time. And so today we're going to have a chance to tune in live and see what's going on. And we have a couple of other videos for you about the Globetrotters and some
I know what they are.
moves and some highlights of the basketball season. And then I think you'll recognize some of these
They're the first
famous
African American
basketball
basketball
players
team.
that we have to show you as well.
Oh, Harlem Globetrotters. They're actually the first African American basketball team. Actually,
You are full of fun facts. I love it.
I know.
March
Crazy.
Madness
Oh,
March Madness in the house.
happening now.
oh boy.
All things basketball.
And
So, as Parker mentioned,
And this is what I was talking about. Like,
brackets.
you had to pick each one team,
Oh.
and you look at like Gonzaga and look at the other teams. You pick that
That's all
state,
mother.
they make it to a bracket. Then it goes to the finals, and the finals will pick top three, give you a top three favorites.
oh,
But
Yeah,
that-
thank you,
on
Parker.
each side, like the west side, and the Midwest.
That's
That's
exactly right, Parker. And so, Michelle, are we, did I see that we're down to the last 16 teams?
That's right. As
Yep.
of March 22nd, we were into the Sweet 16,
Ah,
which was
Nice.
just a few days ago.
I
All
think
right.
the next group of games starts on Saturday.
Nice. Thanks, Matthew.
Awesome, Matt.
So, NCAA, what is March Madness? They have this fun little video that's going to explain it to us. So this is going to be about 3 minutes long. Listen in and we'll learn a thing or two as we go.
all right.
Grab that popcorn if you've got it, Daniel. Now's a good time to munch on it.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think it's loading, you guys. We may be all a little slow today with this weather.
It's all good, Michelle.
Welcome to everything you need to know about March Madness in 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
Whoa.
The NCAA Division
Whoa.
I men's basketball tournament, often known as March Madness, is a single elimination tournament with a field of 68 teams that compete in 7 rounds for the national championship. Why is it called March Madness? The term was first used to refer to basketball by an Illinois high school official, Henry Porter, in 1939, but it didn't find its way to the NCAA tournament until CBS broadcaster Brent Musburger, who used to be a sports writer in Illinois, used it during coverage of the 1982 tournament. And yeah, it kind of stuck.
Oh.
The very first edition of the tournament took place in 1939, consisted of just 8 teams, and saw Oregon beat Ohio State 46-33. The tournament has been held every single year since, and the field has expanded multiple times in the interim, reaching the modern size of 64 in 1985 and its full current field of 68 in 2011.
I think
In
it's that.
Oh.
68, there are 2 avenues. First, an automatic bid. Division I men's basketball is comprised of 353 teams. Each one of those belongs to one of 32 conferences. Each one of those conferences holds a postseason tournament, and if a team wins that tournament, they're automatically in the NCAA tournament, regardless of their regular season performance. The second avenue is an at-large bid. The NCAA Selection Committee convenes in the final days of the regular season to decide which 36 teams that are not automatic qualifiers have the pedigree to earn an invitation to the tournament. There's no set formula for deciding which teams are in these at-large bids. Instead, the committee looks at a combination of multiple stats and rankings. After all 68 teams have been decided, the selection committee ranks every one of them in a process called seeding. The teams are then split into 4 regions of 16 teams each, with each of those teams being ranked 1 through 16. That ranking is the team's seed. In order to reward better teams, first-round matchups are determined by pitting the top team in the region against the bottom team, then the next highest versus the next lowest, and so on. In theory, this means that 1 seeds have the easiest opening matchup in the bracket. Upsets do happen, though.
Shock and awe in college basketball.
When a low seed goes on an unexpected run, we get what we call a Cinderella, one of the best parts of every tournament. But before any of that can happen, there's Selection Sunday, the day when the tournament field and bracket are announced live on TV, signaling the official start of the madness. Then comes the beautiful chaos of the first round. 64 teams playing in 32 games on that Thursday and Friday. Over the next 3 weeks, the field is whittled down from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 to the Final 4 and finally to the championship. So where do you come in all this? Watching and competing. You can watch every single game of the tournament live on practically any device with March Madness Live, and each game will be broadcast on either TBS, TNT, True TV, or CBS. But there's a more active way to get involved as well. Every year, millions of fans predict who they think will win every game of the tournament by filling out their own March Madness bracket and pitting it against their friends. But what we love so much about the tournament, its unpredictability, makes this an extremely hard task. In the entire history of brackets, through millions and millions of entries every year, no one has ever filled out a perfect bracket. Could you be the first to ever do it this year? Probably not. But that shouldn't stop you from trying. After all, now you know everything you need to know about March Madness.
There it is.
I cannot believe that nobody has ever filled out a perfect bracket.
They started with 68 people. Lord.
No.
They started with 68 teams, and now it's down to 16. That's crazy.
So
That's a lot.
Here we are, you guys, Sweet 16. This is the live coverage portion of it. Let's see what's going on right now.
Every
Let's
time
do
I see
this.
Baylor, I think of my sister's school, though.
Hang on, let me put them all down.
Ew.
Yeah, I was at that fitness dance thing through Bridgewell, is why I just logged on.
Well, Emily, it's great to have you.
Yeah, it sure is. Right now, we're tuning into some live coverage of March Madness and the Sweet 16.
Andy,
Are we still having yoga tonight, even though there's a high chance of severe weather?
power rankings? We're going to count down.
Hey, Emily, we'll be in touch about all of that after this meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you guys ready for this?
Live coverage.
Okay,
Let's
here we
go.
go.
Do it.
These are the top 16 teams that have made it.
From 16 to 1. The way I'm doing this are teams that I was the most impressed with. I know you're going to debate me on this, but I'm going to start at number 16 with Creighton. In large part, this is also who they played and how they played. Creighton played well against Ohio. Creighton's run to the Sweet 16 almost didn't happen. UCSB was right there to beat them. Didn't happen. Creighton gets the win, but I'm going to put Creighton at 16 at this moment. Villanova at 15 by far had the easiest path to the 16, and that's kind of why I put these two Big East teams at the bottom by who they played to get to the Sweet 16. Both played very well to get to the Sweet 16, but
Okay, so he's giving his thoughts about
maybe
the top
the most
16.
impressive of the second round win. At 4, Alabama,
Yeah, you need to sit with her then.
number 1 overall seed, and the team to beat.
They're doing.
All right, here we go.
March
March
Madness.
Madness celebration.
We're
And
talking about
here
the
Oh, yeah.
Those are the teams that are left.
Mr. Blunt, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online or over the phone.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh man. That looks crazy.
Party.
anyway, we see a lot of teams are celebrating. Got a lot of celebration going on for those ones that are making it into those top 16. So at some point in the meeting, we figured we'd have a little celebration party ourselves and see if anybody wants to show off their moves for when if they were to win and get into the Sweet 16. Yes, Rachel.
Where are you?
I'm here, Rachel. Go ahead and ask your question.
There you are. You disappear on me.
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought that up because with Zoom, you have the view button. So if you can see my screen now, you've got the view button in your corner. And if you want to see everyone, you'll select that button and go to gallery view. Otherwise, it'll be in speaker view. And so you'll see whoever's making the most noise will pop up on the screen.
Ah, there we go.
Yes, Rachel.
But it's football.
Football.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I see you guys came in some of your football jerseys. That's fun.
Not
Yeah,
mine. My best friends. I'm just using it for now.
Party.
This is my best friends. I'm just using it for. She
Oh,
got
yeah.
it from her house. So I'm just buying it now.
In Brazil, they actually call soccer football.
That is true.
Yep.
Sure do. Which, with that, I think we have up next some history about basketball, not just March Madness, but the sport itself. So I'm going to share my screen again so you can see what we've got to share with you today. You might already know this, but I certainly learned a thing or two when we were doing our research for it. So check this out. Elaine, do you remember what year it was that basketball was invented?
Well, I mean, Michelle, if you look down there, that it says 1891 that basketball was first played with a brown soccer ball. So you guys were talking about soccer, but yep, and it was where Professor James Naismith, he invented it in Massachusetts.
Really?
Oh. Wow. So that's right. And now we have basketballs that are made of strips of leather.
Hold on for 1 second. I just got a text a friend back.
So something else about the history of basketball. I thought this was pretty cool. Down here in the corner, the first basketball courts had peach baskets nailed up as nets. And each time a player made a basket, the ball had to be poked out with a dowel. And that's like a little wooden stick, basically. So that's how they started with basketball. It's definitely changed into a different sort of sport now and become a huge hit, especially here in the United States. So that makes me wonder, what's the average height of a professional basketball player?
6'5".
And what we have found, the average height is 6 feet 7 inches.
Wow.
Wow, that's big.
And
it's crazy talk, y'all.
The average NBA player can jump 28 inches tall or 28 inches high. So that's over 2 feet high. Wow. So here are some other fun facts. How about shoe size? I think if these guys are pretty tall, they might have some big feet too, don't you think? So the biggest shoe size was 20. But the
20?
Yeah, size
Oh my
20.
god.
Does anybody
Big,
here?
okay.
Does anybody here wear size 20 shoes?
No.
Even
Nope.
I don't wear that big. I wear 7.5 inch shoes. That is humongous.
That is
Where's-
correct, Sarah. That is a big shoe size. That would be hard to find shoes, I think.
Hey, yes, you got a big foot.
That's right.
I do a question over here. You.
My brother does, but not me.
Yes, Rachel?
Oh yeah. The famous basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan.
You are so right.
Michael Jordan.
We've probably all heard that name a time or two in our lives.
Oh, he was in the movie Space Jam in the 90s.
Yes, he was. Michael Jordan, he is quite often ranked as number one. Number one basketball player of all time.
Don't forget LeBron James, though.
We're doing great.
That's right. A little name dropping out here with some famous players, Michelle.
I know. Well, hey,
did you have something you wanted to share?
I just want to let y'all know Catoosa County is under a tornado watch, so I may have to leave early. Just need to know if we're doing the yoga with Kat or not.
So, Emily, I'll text you after this, okay? We haven't made any decisions
I'll
yet.
go ahead and leave just in case.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we've got a little bit more to share with you about some of the history of this sport. So moving right along, NBA players.
Oh, Lordy.
So they've got to run a lot on the course from basket to basket. And they run an average of 4 miles during a game.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can see right here in this picture, that 4 miles turns into about 80 city blocks.
I see one. The shortest player in the... Oh, that is a lot.
Yeah, a lot of running.
I'd say a lot of sprinting, too.
So we just talked about the average height of NBA players.
I see one that...
7 inches. But here are a few more things to note. The tallest player in the history of the NBA was 7 feet 7 inches. That's this guy right here.
Wow.
Height is a Christmas tree.
George Murison. And then on the other side of that, the shortest player in the history of the NBA was 5 feet 3 inches tall. So that's a pretty big difference.
Oh boy.
Size isn't always what it's all about in the NBA.
Oh no.
I bet this guy right here, Muggsy Bogues, had some crazy skills out there on the court.
I bet he was quick.
Yeah, I bet he
Hornets
was.
player.
Oh Jesus. They had balls that were 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds. Lord.
Wow.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
So another fun fact for you. Wilt Chamberlain, he scored 100 points in one game, the most ever scored in one game. It's pretty impressive, 100 points. So, there you go. There are a few points of history, a few fun facts about the sport that you can then tell some of your friends about. So here, I think I heard a few people talk about the Globetrotters, say that they're familiar. They've heard of the Globetrotters, all of that. Well, we want to play a few of their highlights here.
You know, I think that my ball is the same ball that the Globetrotters
This app will save you money.
BJ, we're glad to have you join us.
Hi, BJ.
I'm here.
We're about to jump into some Globetrotter footwork.
Oh. It is the same ball. It is the same thing.
Don't let me on the team.
Oh, Lord.
All right there, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Oh yeah.
Globetrotters.
All right there. Nice. Yeah. Here we go. 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 Here we go.
So it may have been a little glitchy coming through on your end, but what's happening is that they were all coordinating their basketball stomps and clapping and keeping a beat going with it. It was really quite impressive.
That was a lot of footwork.
Yes,
Whoa.
Sarah, it was a lot of footwork, which goes along with the sport of basketball. There's a lot of footwork. And the Globetrotters are known for having a lot of fun with their games.
Question for everybody. Has anybody ever seen the Globetrotters?
No.
Angel,
Surprisingly, no.
Matthew, Daniel,
Gracie, BJ,
Elaine,
Alyssa.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, you guys. If you ever get a chance, sometimes they come here to the UTC Arena, and they're pretty fun to see.
It is.
It's definitely something you have to save your money for, though. They're usually not cheap tickets.
I'll take a break.
Oh, no.
But it is fun for sure.
Yeah.
So.
It certainly is. Elaine and Sam, I see you in the chat. If you can hold on till the end of the meeting, we'll have some time then for some announcements and some more chit chat. So Elaine, I know we've got a few more things on our agenda, and I'm wondering, what do you think we should get into next? Is it time for a dance celebration?
I mean, I'd like to practice. If I were to win by, let's see, I want to be in the final four. So you guys know what happens, right? After the Sweet 16, right? They go keep playing, and then there's only 4 teams left. So if my team made it to the final four, I definitely think I would celebrate. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think so too. So with that, we saw some of the dance moves that some teams were whipping out. There were some fun ones. I saw somebody pushing the boogie. I saw somebody, well, actually, I didn't see this, but you could do the Cabbage Patch. That's a fun one I learned from Matt.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, that's right, the Cabbage Patch. I saw a lot of jumping up and down.
That's what I saw. That's right. People were.
So how about this, you guys? I'm going to play some music in the background, and we can all do our own celebration dance.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
People like race the roofs and stuff.
We want to see what kind of moves you have that you're going to bring to the court in your own home right now while we play some of this music. All right, so Elaine, set the stage. You just won. You're in the final bracket. You're excited. And then let's see. Let's see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I got to my mom. Ready?
Go away.
Oh no.
Go away. Get it away.
stop coming in here.
Both new.
I mean, if I wasn't inside, I guess I could just go stand outside in the rain. It'd be like pouring the Gatorade bucket on my head, you know?
I would never.
No, Parker.
I get wet and my best friend say, no, that's my best friend. I don't want to get wet.
It's just water.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you guys, we could just step outside today and have the same kind of reaction to all those water bottles being dumped on your head.
That's right.
Although, just like someone else said, we're going to stay safe and stay inside today.
I do know one thing that involves water, though. The ice bucket challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know the ice bucket. Like,
I've done that before.
BJ, I see you raising your
I've
hand.
never done it.
Do you want to share something with the group?
This is has good musical. Has good musical.
High School Musical.
Oh, that's right. There's a scene
Basketball.
in that movie
Oh, I've never seen it.
that they play some basketball.
I seen that.
Like,
Really good.
unique, like Disney time.
Yeah, on the Disney Channel. Nice. Thanks, BJ.
Thanks, BJ. I'll have to watch it. You guys, I've never seen that.
Has good musical. Maybe he created it that.
It looks like a suit.
Like that.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I've seen High School, the musical, the series. I know that is a freaking mouthful, but
Well, you guys, I'd like to share with you a few familiar faces next in the world of basketball. Let's see if you recognize any of them.
I think I've heard some people talking about some of these players.
That's right. Of course. We've got Michael Jordan.
I hear Daniel. He's naming them off. Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Daniel, how about you and Matthew, man? Y'all can talk some sport.
LeBron James.
Kobe.
Yep, that's right. So of course,
Kobe's
there are
one of the,
so many
fallen.
famous players, but we just compiled some of the really famous, popular ones that we know of. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson.
I like him.
Well, Michelle,
Yes.
are you sure this isn't just the most famous Lakers players?
Oh. You know what? Maybe. Maybe. Am I missing some really big ones, Matthew?
You got a lot of good ones. I think the Lakers have a big history of having big names on their team. So,
I have a question.
Well, I'm sure you and Daniel can help fill in the gaps of some of the other big players.
I mean, we threw in Michael Jordan, Matthew. He's not a Laker.
Larry Bird.
Scottie Pippen, who played with Michael Jordan.
Oh, I did like Scottie Pippen. I mean, like Michelle said, the list goes on and on. You guys, I mean, you want to talk about the NBA? It's like that's the best of the best.
What I did.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, but you know, we can't forget about our female counterparts.
Oh no,
some pretty famous female basketball players we want to give a shout out to as well.
Yeah, WNBA.
Rachel.
Lisa Leslie.
Woo!
Candace Parker.
Maya Moore.
Diana Taurasi.
Woo! Athletes, you guys. Athletes.
Oh, here's mine.
Maya Moore. Tamika Catchings. So again, just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many amazing basketball stars out there and athletes. We don't have enough time to give them all a shout out. I will say though, I think we have a number of basketball athletes in our crew here today.
This is my March Madness schedule.
Oh yeah, we do.
I see several people who have been a part of our basketball programs over the years. Angel, Daniel, let's see, Seth, BJ, that's right.
Angel.
Parker, are you showing us something?
Yes, I do. This is my March Madness that I made mine with my cousin.
Oh,
This
nice.
is what we made.
Your bracket?
Yeah, this is my bracket.
It's a little bright. We're having a hard time
But almost
seeing.
like let me pull back a little. You guys can see.
Okay.
Hold on. It's kind of bright in here.
I know. Try lifting it right above the screen and angle it down.
Is that good?
We can kind of see it. Yeah, so we can see the brackets on the outside. They're working their way in to that final. Yeah, we see it.
Yeah,
Cool,
so that's my
Parker.
bracket. I made it with my cousin.
Very cool. Thanks for showing us.
You're welcome. I made that with my cousin. I just share one because I can't make one on my own because if I do, I have to like go back and add my name in it. So she just edited and put my name on it.
There you go.
Ah.
So I want to jump back to the Globetrotters and show you some of their moves and their fun tricks and highlights.
Weren't they the first team to break the color barrier in basketball?
I don't know about that, Sarah.
I think so.
But I don't know how much information you all have, all these fun facts. Okay, there they are, that picture right there below. I think we're gonna have a little ad before we get there to our video of them.
Michelle, I linked you a video on the chat.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Josh. Is it for the Globetrotters?
It's about basketball in general and its history.
Okay, very cool. Thanks. So you guys, if you want to check that out too, it's right there in the chat. You can copy that link over.
Damn good. Boom.
So as you can see, they like to have a lot of fun out there on the court.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, says Rachel. That's right.
I saw one of the players dabbing. And I'm
BJ,
like,
BJ, did you
whoa.
have something to add?
Oh yeah. That like Bad Jam have that Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, so you're talking about Space Jam with Michael
Yeah.
Jordan?
Yeah,
And
Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny.
That's right. BJ is our media connection today. He's bringing out some movies of the past. Thanks, BJ.
Yeah, like Michael Jordan have the Bulls.
Yeah, that was a super fun movie, BJ.
Bugs Bunny with
yeah.
Movie has become
dinosaurs like that.
I I wonder how many people here have seen that movie Space Jam with Michael Jordan. Okay, a lot of us have. It's been a minute. I think it was made in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a 90s movie.
Yeah.
1996.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Very nice. Well, I have a few more things to share with you about basketball, so I'm going to jump back in to this slideshow. That last video we watched was from 2017. All right, so we've gone through some famous basketball players. Now, we were talking about food earlier. Did you know that pizza orders go up by almost 20% in the month of March because of March Madness?
What?
Yeah, people love their pizza when they're watching some basketball.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it's been a long tradition that the tournament champions will cut down the nets to take home. But since 1986, the winning school, this is more going to school March Madness, has also been given to the hardwood court. And sometimes those pieces are sold off to fans.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's right. Shaquille O'Neal, this guy right here, Lakers. He has the record for the most blocked shots in a game. When he swatted 11 of BYU's attempts in the first round of the 1992 tournament.
Dang, that's nuts.
I know. It's pretty cool. So a few more fun facts for you about the United States presidents. I think you might have seen in one of those videos, Barack Obama was up there riding into the bracket. So we have some presidents in our history who really love the sport and love March Madness.
Whoa.
Some of them being Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama. He even brought along British Prime Minister David Cameron,
who had never attended a basketball game in person. What?
Yeah, I know. We're crazy about basketball here in the United States. As we can see with all this March Madness.
It should be called March Craziness because of how crazy it is.
Yeah, I hear you, Sarah. It is pretty crazy. And we saw some crazy dance moves out there too for excited teams. So you guys, that's all that we have for you about March Madness. Is there anything else anyone wants to share about basketball or March Madness or just in general? Angel, go ahead.
My favorite basketball course is Special Olympics.
Special Olympics, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, the Special Olympics tournaments are pretty fun. Get to see some good talent out on the court.
They're fun.
BJ, thanks for raising your hand too. What you got?
I remember that it's a basketball does. I was doing they dunk the ball here. And done in my back. I did the baps.
Mom,
like a team.
Nice. BJ, it sounds like you're reliving some old basketball memories.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's always fun to do that. Thanks, BJ.
Stay away from Mom's food, it's Jay.
Kelly, I forgot to give you a shout out too. Basketball star Kelly. Kelly liked to do a sneak attack where she'd all of a sudden take charge, shoot that basketball in. That's right, Kelly. Let's see it again. How'd you do that?
Like this.
Like this.
Okay.
No, I did, but it's all right. Just let it go. Then go like this. No, dunk like this. Dunk it.
You dunk it just like that.
Just like Steph Curry.
Woo!
LeBron.
Hey, Michelle, I think we have some basketball stars of our own here.
Oh, well, please. Let's see them.
Kelly just showed us her moves. I see some other really good moves earlier too. So I'm just saying we have some pretty good basketball stars.
I know. We
Yeah,
really
Bill
do.
Cole, who's our basketball analyst.
We'd have to, let's see, we could come up with a really cool name for our Zoom-sized team or our Zoom basketball team.
Basketball going to the dogs.
There you go, Rachel. That's a good one.
The Zoomers.
Does anyone here think that they'll watch some of the March Madness happening still? Catherine, maybe. Matthew's a definite yes. Angel, yes.
I think so.
Okay, I see a few other hands, thumbs up going on. It's an exciting time for sure. You might even want to order a pizza or get some of those wings, some Velveeta cheese dip. So you guys, with that, we are just about out of time. And I'm sure a few people are pretty hungry if you haven't had lunch already. And so if you need to run, we'll let you say your goodbyes. And if you have something to share, we'll let you jump on in and share it. Sam, I think you said
Bye, guys.
you had an announcement for folks.
I should go because I have class in a few minutes.
Yes, I've got the big announcement.
Yes.
March 2nd of this month, God has told me something because since I'm a preacher and everything, God told me